You came in like a midnight confession, dressed in silence and bad decisions. Your eyes were tired, but they still burned bright, like broken stars refusing the night. You laughed at the edge of the motel bed, like you'd already been halfway dead. And I should have known from the way you looked that I was just another chapter you took. We were never safe to begin, two sinners learning to sin, but I still followed every trace of your disappearing grace. Shadows don't lie in love like this. They remember every stolen kiss. We were fire hiding in plain sight, burning softly through the night. Speak. If you were my beautiful mistake, then I would break away. Wrote your name on my cigarette smoke, like a promise neither of us spoke. The city hummed in a broken tone as we pretended we weren't alone. You caught on the floor like a fallen flag, like love we never knew we had. And when you turned away that night, I felt my soul lose the fight. You were danger wearing skin, a place I couldn't win, but I still reach into the past where nothing ever lasts. Shadows don't lie in love like ours. They remember every falling star. We were ruins pretending to breathe, two hearts too lost to leave. And your ghost still sleeps inside my chest, like something I never confessed. If loving you is how I fall, then let me lose it all. Now the mirror doesn't show your face, but I still feel your empty space. I still hear your footsteps fade down corridors we never stay. Still reach for a warmth that's gone, but somehow lingers on. Shadows don't lie in love like this. They carry every broken wish. We were tragedy dressed as desire, still burning in invisible fire. And when the night lost it anyway. Shadows don't lie, and neither do I. When I say I still love you, goodbye. Goodbye. I'm standing where the streetlights bend, watching old reflections pretend that nothing ever slipped away, nothing ever turned to gray. Your shadow used to own this block. Now even time has started to talk about a love it couldn't hold, too warm to fade, too cool to fold. We were never built to last, just ghosts in a photograph. But I still breathe you in my skin, like you never left within. And the rain still knows your name tonight. It sings it softly in the broken light. We were fire buried in the sand, slipping through fate's unsteady hand. And every kiss still cuts like glass, a memory that refuses to pass. If love was only meant to burn, then I'm still waiting for your return. Found your note in an old coat pocket, faded ink, I still can't stop it. It says don't follow where I go, but you should have known I wouldn't know. The city hums your favorite song, like it's been missing you all along. And every face I pass by now feels like a question with no how. You were silence dressed in flame, a love I couldn't tame. And every step I take alone still leads me back to home. And the rain still knows your name tonight, like it's refusing to say goodbye. We were echoes in a fragile sky, learning how to fall and try. And your memory won't let me sleep, it lives in every wound I keep. If loving you was meant to break, then I would break awake. Now the world feels quieter without you. Even the wind sounds wrong, I still see you in passing headlights, still hear you in empty nights, still reach for a warmth that's gone, but somehow lingers on. And the rain still knows your name tonight, carving it into every fading light. We were tragedy dressed as grace, too you go, I'll still feel you in the undertow. If forever is a storm I cannot run, I'll stay in it until I'm done. The rain still whispers your name, and I still answer just the same. You walked out of the diner in the pouring rain, like a secret nobody could ever contain. Red dress clinging like a second skin, hiding every place you've ever been. I lit a cigarette just to see your face through the smoke of a dying place. And when you smiled like you didn't care, I knew the end was already there. We were never meant to survive this town, two angels falling without a sound. But I'd still trade every breath I take for the love we were too scared to make. Under the blood moon over Avenue 9, we love like criminals out of time. Two broken hearts with nowhere to go, dancing in the ashes of the afterglow. And every kiss was a loaded gun, firing slow till the damage was done. If heaven ever saw what we became, it would forget its own name. Past churches with broken lights, talking about wrongs that felt so right. Your hand on mine like a final prayer as the city burned without a care. Old motel neon flickered red like all the words we never said. And you whispered soft, don't let me stay, but I couldn't push you away. You were silence dressed in fire, a beautiful fatal desire. And every mile we tried to run only pulled us closer to none. Under the blood moon over Avenue 9, we carved our names into borrowed time. Two lost souls in a velvet war, still wanting everything and more. And your memory burns through every line like whiskey soaked in cheap red wine. If love is just another kind of sin, I'd commit it all again. Now the streets don't feel the same without your shadow calling my name. I still see you in passing cars, still feel you in broken guitars, still reach for a ghost that never left. Just learn to disappear best. was ever meant to survive the flame. We were never to blame. Blood moon, Avenue 9, and your ghost still walking inside my mind. Stood under flickering platform lights, like a secret I couldn't name that night. Your suitcase half open, trembling hands, holding on to all our broken plans. The wind cut through your leather coat, like every goodbye we never spoke. And when you looked at me once more, I knew I was already yours before. We were never built for staying still, two restless hearts against their will. But I'd burn every road I've known just to keep you close, not gone. Take me on the last train to nowhere, where love still hurts but we don't care. We were ghosts trapped in fading light, holding on too hard to one last night. And every kiss was a losing fight between what's wrong and what feels right. If forever is a place we'll never find, I'll still be yours one more time. Heartbeats in the empty cars, while the world slipped past like distant stars. Your head on my shoulder, barely there, like you were already half there. Old speakers whispered a fading song about lovers who never belong. And I pretended I was strong enough to survive the weight of our love. You were light I couldn't hold, the story never told. But every mile we disappeared only made you feel more near. Take me on the last train to nowhere, let the darkness pull us anywhere. We were fire hiding in the cold, two beautiful stories never told. And your voice still lives inside my mind, like echoes lost in space and time. If loving you is where I fall, then I'll fall through it all. Now the station is empty without you, just echoes and rain on glass. I still see your reflection in passing windows, still hear your laughter between the rails, still reach for a hand that's no longer there, but never really left. So take me on the last train to nowhere, where broken hearts still breathe somewhere. We were tragedy dressed as desire, burning slowly in invisible There's a place beyond goodbye. I'll meet you there in the sky. Last train, empty night, and your shadow disappearing into light. Broken balcony rail, laughing softly like a half-told tale. City below us drowning in gold, while your fingers felt already cold. Your dress caught fire in the neon glow, like something I was never allowed to know. And every word you never said still sleeps inside my head. We were too fragile to be forever, too honest to pretend. But I would have ruined every truth just to start again. We were cigarettes in heaven's waiting room, burning slow inside a borrowed tomb. Pretending to believe that love was something we could keep. And every kiss was a quiet crime, written in the margins of borrowed time. If heaven ever knew our names at all, we'd be the reason angels fall. Drove through streets that forgot our names, talking softly about broken things. Your hand on mine like it might survive the weight of all our wasted lives. Hotel mirrors cracked and thin reflected all the ways we've been. And you said, don't ask me to stay, like you were already far away. You were beauty made of glass, one touch and you would pass. But I kept holding anyway, knowing you would slip away. We were cigarettes in heaven's waiting room, two lost hearts in a dying bloom. Place we cannot reach, then you're still everything to me. Now the city feels too quiet without you. Even the rain sounds like goodbye. I still see your reflection in empty glasses, still hear your footsteps in late night traffic, still feel your ghost sitting next to me, like it never learned to leave. We were cigarettes in heaven's waiting room, burning softly in a love too soon. Two beautiful disasters in disguise, writing poetry with broken lies. And when the final ember fades to black, I won't stop reaching for you back. If love is where we both dissolve, then let me never resolve. Cigarettes, heaven's room, and you still burning in my doom. You leaned against the vending machine glow, like you were somewhere I'd never know. Leather jacket soaked in midnight rain, smiling like you enjoy the pain. Your laugh was a broken radio song, fading in where nothing belongs. And when you looked straight into me, I felt my future start to bleed. We weren't angels, we weren't saints, just silhouettes wrapped in mistakes. But every time you called my name, it felt like fire without a flame. Sing me your neon gospel tonight, under flickering broken light. We were holy in the worst way possible, two damaged hearts, beautifully unstoppable. And every kiss was a loaded sin that pulled me deeper underneath your skin. If love is just another kind of war, then I'll keep coming back for more. We slept in the back of a borrowed car, counting scars like falling stars. You traced your secrets on my head, like I was something you could understand. The city hummed like a dying choir, every street wide with quiet fire. And you said, don't ever let me go, like you already knew the undertow. You were chaos dressed in silk, sweet poison I used to drink. And every night I lost control, people like us. I still see your shadow in motel mirrors, still hear your voice in empty elevators, still feel your breath in the cold morning air, like you never left me there. We were never that, but we were more. Neon gospel, broken lights, and your ghost still singing through my nights. We drove through the city with nowhere to sleep, street lights flickering over worn-out dreams. Your boots on the dashboard, smoke in your hair, like a fallen angel pretending not to care. The radio whispered old tragic tunes about lovers disappearing too soon, and your hand resting over mine felt like crossing every warning sign. You were danger with emerald eyes, a slow collapse dressed up divine, and every mile beneath those stars pulled me deeper through the dark. Black roses on the dashboard tonight, two broken souls chasing neon light. We love like thunder rolling through scars, like runaway hearts inside stolen cars. And your kiss tasted bitter and sweet, like whiskey and blood on satin sheets. If losing you is how legends end, then let this nightmare start again. The motel sign buzzed outside our room, a red halo glowing through the gloom. You danced slowly without any memories inside the cigarettes. You were poetry dipped in sin, a war nobody could win, but I would have traded every prayer for one more night with you there. Black roses on the dashboard tonight, while heaven disappears from sight. We were addicts underneath the moon, still singing love songs to our doom. And your memory drips from every chord like holy water mixed with war. If heartbreak's all we're destined for, then lock me behind your darkness once more. Now the highways feel empty without you. Every bar stool keeps your ghost alive. I still hear your laughter in the static, still see your lipstick on old wine glasses, still wake up reaching through the dark for a fire that already burned the world down. Black roses on the dashboard tonight, while angels vanish in the headlights. We were wildfire no rain could save, two cursed romantics digging our graves. And when the last sun finally fades away, your name will still haunt every note I play. If forever lives somewhere beyond the storm, I'll meet you there, still warm. Black roses, rain on the windshield, and your ghost still riding beside me. I saw you standing under motel lights, black leather shining in the rain tonight, a cigarette trembling between your hands, like you were holding all our ruined plans. Your eyes had that tired Hollywood glow, beautiful people with nowhere to go. And when you pulled me into your storm, even the cold began to feel warm. We were too lost to call it love, too close to call it war. But every time you walked away, I wanted you more. So stay until the blue lights fade, until our shadows break the page. If loving you destroys what's left of me, then let the darkness set me free. Lipstick on the coffee cup, like evidence nobody wanted touched. The radio played old sad songs while the highway carried us along. Street signs blurred beneath the rain. You whispered softly through the pain. Some people only love to drown, then pull the heavens crashing down. You were thunder in slow motion, a fever underneath my skin. And every night without your touch felt colder than it's ever been. So stay until the blue lights fade, until our ghosts no longer ache. We were wildfire trapped inside hotel rooms, still dancing while the roses bloomed and burned. And your memory hangs inside this smoke like unfinished words I never spoke. If heartbreak is the price I pay tonight, then hold me closer through the firelight. Now the bars are closing and the city sounds tired, but your voice still drifts through my mind, like a record spinning after the music dies. I keep seeing your silhouette at my doorway, even when there's nobody there. So stay until the blue lights fade, until heaven forgets our names. We were desperate souls wrapped in desire, two broken wings still chasing fire. And when these old guitars stop crying in the dark, you'll still be the rhythm inside my heart. If there's another life beyond this pain, I'll find you waiting in the rain. Again. Blue lights fading, empty streets calling, and your ghost still walking beside me. Your velvet coat fell to the floor, like temptation knocking at my door. Streetlight halos wrapped your skin, while the rain confessed our every sin. You moved like a slow funeral song, the the kind lonely men lean on too long. And every word you whispered low made paradise feel dangerous and cold. We were smoke inside a dying flame, two outlaws hiding from our names. But every road we tried to run led back to what we had become. Oh darling, the devil knows your name. He carved it softly into my veins. We love like saints, drowning in desire, like broken church bells ringing through the fire. And every kiss tasted bittersweet, like heaven collapsing at my feet. If loving you was my final crime, then sentence me for all of time. Motel lights and midnight wine, your silhouette beside mine. The city moaned beyond the glass, like ghosts afraid to let us pass. Your fingers traced my weathered scars like constellations over abandoned bars. And in your tired emerald eyes I saw the wreckage of our lives. You were danger, dressed in perfume, a prayer already doomed. And I kept falling willingly into your beautiful ruin. Oh darling, the devil knows your name. Still hears us calling through the rain. We love like thunder without control, two bleeding shadows with nowhere to go. And your memory crawls beneath my skin like old tattoos and deadly sins. If losing you's the price of love, then let the angels look away above. Now every night feels like November, cold, endless, fading slow. I still hear your high heels down the hallway, still smell your perfume on old leather seats, still wake up reaching through the dark for someone time already buried. Oh darling, the devil knows your name, and mine beside it in the flame. We were wildfire no rain could save, two cursed hearts dancing on our graves. And when my old soul finally disappears, it'll still be echoing through these years. If there's a place where lost lovers remain, I'll meet you there inside the rain. The whiskey's gone, the room grows this hard. Your perfume drifted through the cigarette haze like forbidden prayers from another age. Blue neon trembling across your skin, while the storm outside crawled slowly in. You smiled like heartbreak already won, like you knew exactly what you'd become. A beautiful wound I'd never survive, but God, you made me feel alive. We were too damaged for heaven, too hungry for goodbye, two lonely animals learning how to die. So stay with me under velvet skies, where shattered lovers hide their crimes. We were burning slow in a hotel flame, making religion out of guilt and pain. And your touch still lives beneath my scars, like old blood drying on a broken heart. If losing you is all my soul will know, then let the ashes fall like snow. Box sang forgotten blues about saints with nothing left to lose. Your dark red lipstick on my glass, like evidence refusing to pass. Downtown shadows swallowed the light while we disappeared into the night. You whispered softly, don't save me now, and I swear heaven shut its mouth. You were thunder dressed in black silk, a slow addiction in my veins. Every kiss left fingerprints inside the wreckage of my name. So stay with me under velvet skies, where every beautiful dream still dies. We were poison, wrapped in romance and smoke, two fragile hearts already broke. And your memory drips from these old guitars, like rainwater bleeding through abandoned bars. If loving you was my sweetest sin, I'd fall into your fire again. Now the city sleeps beneath cold rain, and I drink alone with your ghost again. Your laughter still echoes down empty halls like a dying angel behind these walls. I don't need salvation, I don't need the dawn, just one more night before your shadow's gone. So hold me close while the skyline burns, while every lost soul finally learns love isn't mercy, love is war. And we kept crawling back for more. And when my final breath disappears in the dark, you'll still be the fire inside this heart. If forever exists beyond this pain, then I'll find your lips in the rain again. Velvet skies, empty streets, your ghost still dancing with me. You came like rain on a dead man's street, high heels echoing to a broken beat, silver cigarette between your lips, red wine shaking from your fingertips. Your eyes were midnight without a prayer, black roses tangled in your hair. And when you touched me for the very first time, it felt like murder dressed divine. We were never saints, darling, we were gasoline and grief, two hearts with nowhere left to run, still begging for relief. So kiss me beneath these cathedrals of smoke, where beautiful lovers go down choking on hope. We were built from the ruins of sins we defend, a slow dance disaster we do all again. And your love tastes like heaven with blood on the knife, like the last lonely prayer at the edge of my life. If darkness is all that destiny chose, then bury me deep in your shadows and bones. Neon halos outside the bar, cold blue lights on abandoned cars, your silhouette against the rain still hits my chest like a freight train. We spent our youth inside cheap motels, trading forever for temporary hells. But every scar you left behind still glows like poetry in my mind. You were danger wearing perfume, goes quiet after 2 a.m., but my ghosts still sing about you. I still see your lipstick on whiskey glasses, still hear your laughter and ambulance sirens, still feel your heartbeat inside every song I write alone. So hold me while the heavens collapse into black, while angels and addicts both fade in the cracks. We were tragic as poetry, carved into stone, two dying stars, terrified of being alone. And when my old heart finally stops in the rain, your name will be the last thing inside my veins. If there's another life beyond all this pain, I'll find you again. Cathedrals of smoke, your ghost in my lungs, and a love too dark to die. I found your shadow in a half-empty glass, lipstick ghosts and photographs. The city trembled under silver skies, while your goodbye still burned my eyes. Your black silk dress across my floor, like heaven standing next to war. And every kiss you left on me was beautiful insanity. You were danger in slow motion, a loaded gun beneath devotion. And I still crawl through flames to hear your name. Oh baby, love me like the world will end tonight. Wrap your darkness around my heart so tight. We were roses growing out of shattered bones, two lost sinners trying to make hell feel like home. And every touch was holy violence in the dark. You carved your memory into every scar. If loving you is dying slowly in the rain, then let me bleed your love again, again. goodbyes. I hear your voice inside the storm, like a ghost trying to keep me warm. Old jukebox singing worn out blues about lovers born to lose. But every road I disappear still somehow leads me back to here. You were poison dressed in velvet, a beautiful apocalypse, and I still drink the fire from your lips. So baby, love me like the last song ever played, like sinners dancing at the edge of graves. We were diamonds drowning in a sea of smoke, two hearts too damaged to survive the hope. And every night your memory pulls me underground, like church bells buried beneath this town. If heaven's just a place where I can feel your skin, then let this darkness pull me in. I don't want salvation, I don't want the light, if your ghost still waits for me on the other side of night. So leave the whiskey, leave the pain, leave your fingerprints inside my veins. So baby, hold me while the angels turn away, while thunder drowns the prayers we never say. We were wildfire wrapped in crimson sheets, a fatal kind of love, too hungry to be free. And when the final curtain falls on you and me, your name will still echo endlessly. If losing you's the cross I'll always have to bear, then I'll love you anywhere, anywhere. Midnight rain, your perfume still lives in my blood. Streetlights drown in the pouring rain, silver tears on the window pane. Your photograph beside the bed still breathes like words we never said. You wore heartbreak like a velvet dress, every touch a beautiful mess. And I was just a tired man trying to hold smoke in his hands. The bar downstairs plays sad old tunes while shadows dance around the room. And every whiskey burns your name like a slow, unforgettable flame. Oh, you love me like a loaded gun, dangerous and impossible to run from. So kiss me beneath these dying lights, like lost begin, and let the darkness pull us in. If loving you was my last mistake, then let my shattered heart still break. You're the storm inside my veins, the sweetest kind of pain. Echoed down the hall like heaven right before the fall. Red wine stains and candle smoke still linger where our silence broke. You traced those scars across my chest, like searching for what love had left. And every trembling breath you stole left another ghost inside my soul. Outside, the city slowly drowned. Inside, your heartbeat was the only sound. Two damaged hearts, too blind to see. Love was never meant to set us free. Still your shadow sleeps beside my own, like a memory refusing to let go. So kiss me while the moonlight bleeds, like desperate lovers down on their knees. Wrap your sorrow around my heart and tear my lonely world apart. And if tomorrow never comes, I'll still be haunted by your love. You're the fire I can't outrun, my black rose, after midnight comes. I knew you were trouble, the kind that leaves a man staring at ceilings at 3 a.m. But some loves aren't meant to save us. Some loves are meant to ruin us beautifully. And God help me, I wanted every second of it. So hold me while the heavens fall, while angels cry beyond these walls. Bury your lips into my scars and turn this pain into art. And when the final curtain fades, I'll still hear your footsteps in the rain, still burning, still alive, like smoke that never leaves the night. Black roses after midnight, and your ghost beneath my skin. I saw your silhouette through cigarette smoke, a shattered angel wearing my old coat. Your eyes were blue like dying neon signs, beautiful disasters I still call mine. jukebox cried some worn-out melody, while your fingers traced old scars on me. We were two shadows losing control, slowly setting fire to every soul. And every time you whisper softly in the dark, you turn my cold black blood back into sparks. Hold me like the night won't survive, like broken lovers trying to stay alive. Press your sorrow deep into my skin, let the beautiful chaos begin. And if loving you cuts like glass, I'll bleed forever for what we had. You're the fever beneath my scars, the ashes between our hearts. Hotel curtains dancing in crimson light, your trembling lips tasting like midnight. Every kiss was danger wrapped in gold, a holy sin too warm to hold. Outside the rain baptized the street, inside your heartbeat buried me deep. And somewhere between your tears and mine, we crossed a lonely sacred line. Still your ghost moves softly through my veins, like whiskey burning through the pain. So hold me like the sky's on fire, like desperate souls consumed by desire. Drag me slowly through your storm, where broken hearts still feel warm. And if heaven turns us into dust, I'll still choose your dangerous love. You're the wounds behind my smile, the darkness I stayed for a while. People like us, we don't fall in love gently. We crash into it like thunder through cathedral glass. And even now, I'd ruin myself again just to hear you breathe my name. Oh, love me while the candles fade, while ghosts still dance inside the rain. Wrap your sorrow around my bones, and make this lonely darkness home. And when never learned to heal. Ashes between our hearts, still glowing in the dark. The city bleeds silver under broken rain. Neon reflections trembling like pain. I found your perfume on my leather coat, like a dying prayer caught inside my throat. You move like danger dressed in black. One kiss and my soul never came back. Now every midnight train I hear sounds like you're breathing in my ear. And I know you were poison wrapped in velvet skin, but I drank every drop again and again. Across my lonely heart, tear my heaven slowly apart. And if this love was born to kill, then hold me closer, hurt me still. You're the fire underneath my skin, the sweetest war I'll never win. Drowning in motel wine, your red lipstick staining every line. We danced while thunder shook the glass, two broken ghosts, too doomed to last. Your fingertips across my face felt like mercy without grace. And every time you whispered low, you made the cold inside me glow. Still I crawl back into your dark cathedral eyes, where every touch feels holy and unkind. Oh baby, love me like the world will end, like outlaws running out of innocence. Bury your heartbeat into mine, like forbidden lovers lost in time. And if forever burns too fast, then let this aching moment last. You're the knife I still defend, the beautiful wound I can't transcend. I should have left the night you said my name like a funeral hymn. But lonely men mistake destruction for love, and I was starving for both. Disappear into the night, still burning, still undone. You'll be the last song on my tongue. Velvet on the wound, and your ghost in every